What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger, my friends. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Man, I just gotta say, I'm just blown away with South Carolina. Since that UCLA game, they have been on a dominant run that needs to be studied. They are absolutely smacking heads out there. And Coach Don Staley knows, and this group knows, that they haven't even reached their peak, their full potential yet. Two players that have really stepped up their games, in my opinion, are Raven Johnson and Malaysia Fullwiley. Two guards in this backcourt that could start anywhere else in the country. We know Raven Johnson is a starter, but both of them kind of got not even off to a slow start because Lay kind of hit the ground running. Raven Johnson got a bit slow start scoring. It's been up and down scoring the basketball. She's never been known as a scorer, but as that utility player, her scoring is up. She just had 10 points, 10 rebounds in their last game. The assists are up, and she's averaging career highs in rebounding. She continues to be the glue player for this group, makes winning plays, and is the coach on the floor. And I got to give her all the respect in the world. Malaysia Fullwiley, there's been talks of her transferring. She's lost minutes to some other guards. People feel like she should be playing more. She comes off the bench and is one of the top 3 scorers on this team. Absolutely walking bucket. And Coach Don Staley has really been vocal about the things that they do well and the things that they could improve on.
Raven just wants to win. That's it. She's all about winning. And she's won. She's won state championships. She came here to South Carolina. She was like, I'm coming to win championships. And you look at her like, oh, yeah, right. She doesn't really know how hard it is to win championships, right? So, but she's only won. She's only won. She doesn't care about the stats, although not having great stats would probably, from her mind and probably her family's mind, wouldn't put her in the position of being drafted high in the WNBA draft. But all the intangibles, she can go in and do what she's doing right now and not skip a beat because she defends, she rebounds, she communicates. She can be the 5th option in an offense and still be okay with her contributions. At the end of the day, she's a winner. When Lay's locked in, she impacts it on both sides of the basketball. I think I would like for her to really understand her power from a defensive standpoint. So we're always encouraging her, I'm always, the only reason why she comes out of the game is her not defending. Other than that, it is when she does this. So I think she's finally understanding her power on both sides of the basketball, and I hope she can consistently give us that.
I don't know the trajectory of Raven Johnson in the WNBA. If she starts hitting the mid-range, she's definitely a WNBA draft pick. They're daring her to shoot the mid-range, but her feel for the game, her IQ, her court vision, her ability to run the break, operate in the pick and roll, and also just the defensive presence. When you talk about lockdown defender, she is seatbelt, sit down, strapped in, 94 feet, 4 quarters on your rump. And I think that's something that can translate at the next level and really develop her into a potential pro. And then you look at Malaysia Fullwiley, who is one of the most exciting players in the country, that has went through her ups and downs, that has struggled with defense, that has struggled with turnovers. She's continued to play through it. She's continued to score the basketball at a high rate, provide instant offense, probably the 6th player of the year in my opinion at this point. Just continues to do whatever coach tells her and embraces her role. I think something that Don Staley said that was key to me was understanding her impact, especially on the defensive side. When you talk about Raven Johnson, that's lockdown. When you talk about Malaysia Fullwiley out there picking pockets, suffocating the defense or suffocating the offense, pressuring opposing ball handlers. She is next level, and she's so quick to turn that into a buck at the other end. She is a superstar. No doubt about it. She could be getting 20 shots and 30 plus minutes at any other program just about in the country. And I think it shows a lot about her character, being able to buy in and wait her turn and play her role and embrace it and go through some struggles and compete at South Carolina. And the same can be said for Raven Johnson. Definitely two key parts of what they got going on. And I love the development. I love the resiliency and just the tenacity of these two to compete. But this is a culture with South Carolina. The older players, they wait their turn. They become upperclassmen. They learn from the former upperclassmen. They establish the culture of this program, the expectations, the sisterhood, as Coach Don Staley said, where they just want to play with each other. And leadership has been key. She's relied on these upperclassmen extremely much. So even though the freshmen, the bench is scoring more points, the underclassmen are scoring more points, the leadership cannot be undervalued from these upperclassmen.
It's a collective effort. Like, on any given night, it could be Breezy or Fagan or Powell or Ray. And it's a collection. Like, it's a collection of our, our seniors, the ones that have been there for a long time. They know. And then we got good followers. Like, we got good people on this roster.
South Carolina is the most battle-tested team in the country. They've played the most AP top 25 teams in the country, the most top 10 teams. Like, they have continued to run the gauntlet with only one loss. But they're super battle-tested, and I think it's prepared them for these tough games in the SEC. This stretch that they're on right now is insane. We know that they just came off a ranked win. They still got more business to take care of, though, man, which is the crazy thing. They got Oklahoma, they got Alabama, they got Tennessee, they got LSU, they got Texas again after just thumping Texas in impressive fashion. They definitely proved that the SEC runs strictly through them. But I definitely think it's a promising sign that they're playing their best basketball right now. The injury to Ashlyn Watkins hurts. But when you look at the development of Joyce Edwards, Sanaya Fagan, who's another pro, Sanaya Fagan is absolutely a WNBA player with her shooting ability, her size, nimbleness, able to just glide up and down the floor. Size, physicality, solid rebounder, great finisher around the rim. Like we said, can spread the floor, shoot the ball a little bit, block shots, can be that enforcer in the paint. Like, South Carolina has several draft picks on this team, man. I'm excited to see not only the future with Tessa Johnson, with Malaysia Fullwiley, with Maddie McDaniel, with Joyce Edwards, but also these players at the next level, man. You look at Tahina Powell, Raven Johnson, Breezy Hall, who's another player that has kind of taken a back seat, her scoring, but she's been she's pretty much assigned to the top scoring perimeter threat on the other side. And, I mean, she had Madison Booker locked in hell, y'all, in that Texas game. I just got to say it. South Carolina is a different beast, and they gave Texas a very nice, humbling welcome to the SEC, letting them know this is not the Big 12. This is not how we get down. This is how we get down. South Carolina, I would be shocked if they're not playing in the national championship game. Coach Don Staley is going to get the best out of this team. None of them are a finished product at this moment, but moving forward, man, it's just going to continue to be fun to watch them build the chemistry and just continue to make each other better. Iron sharpens iron, and, hey, they have a gauntlet still in front of them. And whoever comes out of the SEC, baby, they are going to be battle-tested for sure. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Talk to me. That's a wrap for us. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. And join our memberships. We got exclusive content coming daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Until next time, we out.